Welcome to Bedford High School Gymnasium. Girls Division I basketball, two of the top teams, the dominant teams over the last 6 years in the state. Chris Cameron, along with Andrew Hansen, will be calling the game live here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV Channel 23. But everyone that is here is going to be treated to a great game. I don't know the second official, but our Friday night official, we had Gary Walsh, who's back doing the girls' game. You don't see too much of that, Andrew.
Yeah, well, it's you're right. It's a full gym. It's an exciting atmosphere, and what else would you rather be doing on a cold winter night in New Hampshire than being at a great matchup of high school basketball?
So BG will be attacking from our left to our right in kind of a gray uniform, while Bedford is in white, attacking from our right to left, and the opening tap is won by Bedford. Mia Roy gains possession, and BG is in a man-to-man defense. Inside to Claire Driscoll, picked up. Shot is up and no good, and BG is looking to run. Bedford, it looks like they are in a zone, Andrew.
Yep, 2-3 zone to start for the Bulldogs.
There's Carney up top to Munchmore down the baseline. Carney for an open three, and she steps up and she's money. That's the player we talked about the open. Erin Carney for three gives BG the 3-0 lead, and they break that press. Claire Driscoll, that was a nice job by Allie Morgan up top. Little hesitation fake. She takes it amongst the trees, blocked, and BG's got a run out here from Allie Hoffer, and it's a quick 5-0 lead. Layup good by BG, 5-0. They are looking to run. That was Ava Owens on the layup there. And there's the trap.
After Foreman got a little block there, got a piece of it to start the transition.
Mia Roy with the lefty runner, and it's good to put Bedford on the board for the first time. It is 5-2. Look at BG just looking to run. That was a travel by Erin Carney. But this game, man, I was thinking this game's going to be in the 50s, but at the pace we're at right now, it's an up-and-down game. So it'll be Bedford ball underneath, inbound by Mia Roy, and it's a 1-2-1-1 full-court trap. They're kind of letting the ball get in, but then they're looking to trap hard.
That's right. Bedford got the ball into the middle of the court there to break the press.
That's going to be a charge. He hasn't made the call yet. No, it looks... Yeah, he did make a charge call. I think he thought about it for quite some time right there.
He took a few seconds.
He took us some time, and he finally gave us a signal right there. But it was a charge call. I think they did have that right. So here's Bedford in a 1-3-1. Looks almost like a 1-3-1. A one, yeah.
Yeah, 1-3-1. That charge, by the way, was called on Allie Morgan.
Yeah.
Her first.
Kicked it out to Carney. Ball fake to Munchmore. The skip pass to Hoffer in the corner. The shot's going to come up short. Rebound by Allie Morgan. And she looks to run. A little handle. Erin Carney goes for the strip. Nothing there. Number 20, Lizzie Stevenson. Is that Lizzie?
Yeah, that was
Lizzie
Stevenson for
three to make it 5-5 with 6:14 to go. So Bedford answers with their own 5 points. Oh, that's a travel. No, that's a travel. Coach Thomas was there making the phone call, making the call for the refs. That was a travel by number 32, Captain Caroline Hoffer. Once again, BG's in that 1-2-1-1, and already Bedford has shown that they've broken this trap 3 times.
Yeah, Driscoll and Morgan did a great job forcing that travel on the last possession.
As I say that, the ball gets turned over. Lizzie Stevenson makes the bad pass. BG steps in front, and then I think number 11, Ava Owens, is going to be stepping to the line for 2 shots. So just when they cleared it, they broke the trap 3 times. But then that first, all it takes is one time. You don't want to get in that habit of turning the ball over.
Yeah, really fast-paced action tonight, and it's fun to watch these two athletic teams match up with the different defenses they're seeing.
First free throw is front rim and out by Ava Owens. So here we are live on Bedford 105.1. Chris Cameron with Andrew Hansen, also on BCTV 23. It's 5-5 girls Division I basketball, the 2 powerhouses in the state. And the second shot by Owens is up, and it's good. BG takes the 6-5 lead with 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Lizzie Stevenson breaks it, hits the trailer, Mia Roy. BG got back and covered. Claire Driscoll's having a tough time with the handle right there. Looks like BG looks to match up man-to-man on that. They're active on defense. The refs kind of seem like they're letting them play a little bit. There's Allie Morgan, the sophomore, taking control of this game. Munchmore's matched up on Stevenson. Turnaround jumper by Claire Driscoll. Saved by number 21. Who is that? That is Alexa Dyer. Carney to Munchmore to Hoffer. She seems a little bit unsure with this ball right now. Bedford's looking to trap out of this 1-3-1. 1-3-1, you got to get that ball right to that block right there. That's where the holes are. Oh, wow. up and under right there. I'm having a tough time. So that's Ava Owens with the chance to make a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, you're right. She got it at the elbow and drove to the block to beat the press and get that and one opportunity.
So BG with 3 unanswered of their own to take a 8-5 lead with 5:20 here to go in the opening quarter. Second free throw rattles around and good. It gives BG a chance to set up that trap. The 1-2, 1-1. There's Roy getting it in. That's a tough spot for Allie Morgan, but Allie Morgan with her speed is able to get by. Oh, there's a reach right there. Good call by referee Gary Walsh right there. Aaliyah.
That was Foreman.
That was Aaliyah Foreman on the foul right there.
Yeah, that's a tough press to break with Foreman and Owens being 2 of the 3 players at the front of that diamond and one, with some real big length that is you're right. It's tough on Morgan to deal with.
One thing that when you live by the press, you die by the press sometimes. Bedford has to make them die by that press. They got to not only break it, but they got to get layups out of it, and that's what they're not doing right now. So Bedford inbounds. Allie Morgan running the point. Erin Carney doing a good job on her. There's Mia Roy with the ball fake. A little three-pointer. That was a brick right there from Mia Roy. Outlet to Hannah Munchmere. Good job by Stevenson getting back. That's going to be tough. I'm not sure that's her first foul or second foul. And
I think that's the first on Stevenson.
Yeah, it's first on Stevenson. She's hit that 3 for Bedford. So it's 9-5. Coach Thomas, not liking what she sees right now, is going to take a timeout right there. Because bad shots in this game, like Mia Roy just took, are going to lead to runouts the other way.
Correction, Chris, that was actually Stevenson's second.
It was her second, that's what I thought. So they're gonna take her out, right, and we're gonna see Kendra Barnard.
That's Bedford's 4th team foul. BG's been really aggressive on both ends, and offensively, they've been drawing fouls. You know, that's an important story here. As we're only 3 minutes into the game, Bedford has 4 team fouls.
Yeah, you're right. And being without Philly on tonight, their bench isn't as deep as it usually is. So let's see if we can listen in on the BG huddle right here. I think they're really what they maybe, I don't know if they've seen this 1-3-1. You don't see the 1-3-1 that much anymore. When I think of teams that do it now, you have West Virginia, and Bob Huggins still runs a lot of 1-3-1. But it's one of those ones that you get one skip, and the short corners or the blocks is where that defense is susceptible.
And one of those early possessions, they did get it to the corner for an open 3. They didn't convert, but that is one of the places where the 1-3-1 is how you can attack it.
You think they're going to sit in that all game? You think they're going to mix it up?
Well, we've already seen the 2-3 and the 1-3-1 in the half court from Bedford, right? So it seems like Coach Thomas wants to mix it up and keep them on their heels.
So much more at the line for 2. The first shot looks like it's going to be back iron and out. It was a good-looking stroke, just a little bit too much on that. So exactly 5 minutes here to go in the opening quarter on 105-1, Bedford 105-1, and BCTV 23. Girls Division I basketball, the 2 powerhouses, BG at Bedford. Second one is missed and out, but an offensive rebound, nowhere to go right there. Good defense by Barnard and Driscoll's 15, right?
Yep. It was Owens on that offensive rebound. It kind of clanged out. It was a long rebound, and so Driscoll wasn't able to grab it. But then good recovery defense by Bedford to force the miss.
Much more. There's that's going to be a foul on Munchmore. Just a collision. She fouled Mia Roy. That's only their 3rd team foul. 3rd team foul of the quarter. Checking in for BG is going to be Karina Shapler, the senior. Give Allie Morgan a little rest because they're asking a lot from her today.
Yes, they are.
So BG, when they're not in that trap, they're falling into a man-to-man. There's Mia Roy, beat up by Munchmore. Alexa Dyer gets the friendly roll.
She's shot a few in this gym before, hasn't she?
Yeah, wow, that took 3 bounces and it's now 9-7. Oh, another turnover. Munchmore is struggling right now. Jump ball, possession arrow goes to BG right now.
Shapler made a nice play on that steal out of the zone.
Addie Smith, the 5'10" sophomore, is checking in right now. So girls Division I basketball, BG and Bedford live here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV at Bedford High School, a packed Bedford High School gymnasium. There's Munchmore for 3. It's up and it's good. Assist from Carney. BG goes up 12-7 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go here. And Mia Roy, yep. That's going to be one thing that Sue Thomas is going to want tonight from Gary Walsh and his partner, the referees, is a quick whistle. They're going to want this game to be called officiated very tightly, because that favors Bedford in a big way when you have such an aggressive team like BG. And also checking in for BG is number 23, Bree Wilcox, who was recently MVP of the holiday tournament that BG won. Bedford in their own right won the tournament down in Massachusetts as well. There's Carney doing a good job on Morgan, who just can't get loose. He's got to watch that skip pass there. But Shapler did a good job coming to the ball. Allie Morgan penetrates, kicks it out. Alexa Dyer, front rim out. She follows her own shot. She misses the layup, Dyer does. She did a great job following the shot, but didn't convert the putback. 12-7 BG.
A little bit of a tough angle on that layup putback, but one that she would want to make and expect to make.
Carney to Hoffer to Wilcox. Drive, puts her head down, up and good. No help defense. It's 14-7. BG's doubling Bedford up right now.
That was just a good offensive move by Wilcox. She kind of circled up towards the free throw line and then cut back.
And she's their 8th player so far, so I mean you can see the depth. Look at Allie Morgan handling that ball. She's a player that she was sick when I was playing the state championship game last year. You can see how much they missed her. Erin Carney with the steal, the great save. Hoffer, the reach in by Barnard, and Carney's looking to push to Wilcox, back to Carney. Carney, who just put up 32 in her last game. Started with the opening 3, but she's content just to run the offense for BG. There's much more in the deep corner, back rim and out. Oh, they're just playing with a little more energy. Oh, I don't know if that's a backcourt. No, I guess they called no possession. Yep, a little bit late on the call right there.
Hey, I'd rather wait an extra second and get the call
get it right. But you know, the BG player had all kinds of time to step over the midcourt and make that, but it was the right call. So there's much more checking out. I don't know who checked in for her there.
Yeah, the 2 guards for BG, I really like their shooting stroke.
Yeah, much more.
Much more in Carney. They look good. They're going to be tough. Bedford's got to make sure they close out on them in the zone so that they don't get open 3-point looks.
There's Mia Roy in the post. That's a nice little 41 for Bedford. Bedford's having shots. They're just not falling. Possession arrow tie up. Ball goes to Bedford. It'll be their possession underneath. And I missed this one, but Amanda Jonas, the sophomore, just checked in. She had a great championship game last year. Not heard from much all year, but in the championship played great. Another missed layup. They're owning them on the boards right there. And there's Barnard with the follow-up, their 3rd opportunity at it. The conversion is good. She'll be shooting 1 to, right now it's 14-9. BG leads.
That was a nice follow by Kenny Barnard. She got in there and just had just enough room to sneak it up off the glass with her left hand after Jonas had missed from the right side.
So Barnard, chance to make the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Shot is up, and it's all net. It's now 14-10. BG leads. I'll tell you what. The scorer's table, Mr. Thomas there, he's going to be busy
tonight.
He's going to be busy. There's players coming in and out all night long.
Well, that's the only way you can keep up with this full court defense that you're seeing from BG and vice versa, having to try and break it.
Possession, turnover, BG. But BG seems like they go to the bench a little bit, Andrew, and it seems like they're not as confident with the ball. A little more turnovers. Here's the trap again, a little different version of this trap. Yeah, and you can just see it just threw Allie Morgan off with the turnover. She's pushing it. Nowhere to go. Kick out to Erin Carney. Bree Wilcox. Deep corner. Front rim and out. That was number 15, Addie Smith, with the miss there. So this is more of a
the 3-quarter court diamond in 1 here. They're a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, a little more passive with the zone right now.
Allie Morgan very confident. I don't know if that's the shot you want, though. Amanda Jonas just they're playing volleyball on the boards. I mean, what you see with Owens, Erin Carney, to Wilcox, you can see Bedford's defense. They're long. They are active and long. This 1-3-1 is given in the half-court offense. When Bedford makes BG play half-court offense, they're struggling. Wilcox drives the baseline, kicks it out to Addie Smith, to Carney. Are they going to get no call there? Jump ball. Wow, that could have been a no call there, but they got Jonas on the foul right there. That's going to be Bedford's 15th foul already in the first quarter. So here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV 23, Andrew Hansen along with Chris Cameron calling the girls Division I powerhouse matchup, Division I girls basketball at Bedford High School Gymnasium.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It was almost a jump ball, but it ended up with a foul on Jonas.
That's going to be a launch right there. That was number 3, Elizabeth Croak, the junior.
Kendi Barnard grabbing that rebound.
There's Mia Roy showing her athleticism all over the court.
Nice behind the back dribble to set up Barnard for the jump shot.
Addie Smith with the rebound. There's Hannah Munchmore. Addie Smith. This game's gotten sloppy.
A lot of turnovers early.
Yeah, BG hasn't scored in the last 2.5 minutes. Bedford's only had the 3, and that was the 3-point play by Barnard. Claire Driscoll, that was 2. Gary Walsh called a foot on the line, so it's 14-12 right now. That could have been a travel right there. Hannah Munchmore, they're just not the same team with Kearney out of the game. They seem rattled. There's another turnover, another steal by Bedford and Mia Roy. She's looking to drive. That could be a travel, but they let it go. Picked up by Barnard.
Almost a backcourt violation there by Bedford.
Yeah. Allie Morgan, Claire Driscoll, who's got the smooth stroke tonight, drives the baseline, kicks it out to Barnard. Stroke is up, and it's good. She's a 6'7" player. So we have 5 seconds to go here. Munchmore, 3-quarter court. Is she aware of the clock? She shoots from 3-point land from midcourt, and it was on target, but no good. So the game that we were expecting, Andrew, we got 14-14. Bedford and BG after 1. Kind of the tale of 2 halves there.
Yeah. So BG got out to that 5-0 lead.
Yep.
Bedford came back and tied it up at 5, and then after that, it was just a lot of sloppy plays, tough defense with that press by BG.
All right, so we're going to have Mike Robinson give us some stats.
Quick stats after a slow stop. Bedford, they come back and tie this thing up at 14. Leading for Bedford is off the bench, Kendi Bernard, the junior, with 5. Followed by 3 with Lizzie Stevens, and 2 for Dyer, 2 for Driscoll, and 2 for Roy. On the foul side, Stevens has 2, Morgan 1, Driscoll 1, and Amanda Jones 1. On the other side, BG, 6 points for Owens, the sophomore, followed by 3 each, Muchmore and Kamey, and Wilcox with 2. And they've got 4 fouls spread out amongst Munchmore, Kamey, Foreman, and Wilcox. So 14-14 at the end of the first.
14-14, so this crowd, they're starting to keep trickling in here. It's pretty close to full house right now. Great atmosphere. So back on the court for BG will be Owens is back in, with Kearney's back in, and Foreman's back in, Hoffer's back in, and Munchmore. So they have their start. They have their starters out there. And Bedford, we're going to see for the first time number 20. And that's Lizzie Stevens. She just has the 2 fouls. She had that 3 early in the game. They're sticking in that 3. Kearney's open for 3, but she didn't look to shoot that one. They better get on her, because if she gives a little ball fake, she's going to be open. They're just going. Bedford's looking to trap in that corner. No shot clock in New Hampshire basketball, so BG's being very patient against this 1-3-1, and they're long. They're giving BG fits with this. Who's the foul going to be on? BG, yeah. So the steal was made by Lizzie Stevens, which was dangerous because that could have been her 3rd, but the foul went the other way. It went on Aaliyah Foreman.
Yeah, BG did a good job regrouping there between quarters, taking care of the ball. They must have made 16 passes there, but they never looked to take a shot. And then
exactly.
Before you know it, Bedford got the turnover.
Drives the baseline. Claire Driscoll challenged. Caroline Hoffer with the foul. Good job going baseline, kicking it out. Claire Driscoll, who looks like she is a pure shooter, steps to the line to shoot 2 to give Bedford a chance for their first lead of the game with 7:19 here to go in the half.
Yeah, Driscoll is the one who made that long jumper at the end of the first quarter with her foot on the line.
First shot up, but no legs in that one. That was front rim and out. Here's Addie Smith checking back in for Ava Owens.
Owens has been the toughest BG defender on that press up at the front of it. Let's see if Bedford can take advantage of her absence.
Second free throw's up and good, so it's Bedford's first lead of the game at 15-14. So they're just trying to go skip passes. But as you said, they're moving the ball, but they're not really accomplishing anything. I think Kearney's got to look to step in and shoot that. She's the one that's open. See, she's a big penetrator, but this zone is taking away her penetration game right now. They got to make ball fakes here.
Dyer got a hand on that one, but
she's long.
BG recovers.
That's what we talked about right there at those blocks. That's the hole in the 1-3-1. So a nice little skip pass down low to the block.
Yep, Hoffer, she cut baseline there to get to the block.
To give BG back the lead at 16-15 with 6:30 to go here in the second quarter. There's Allie Morgan, drops Claire. She catches it. She's not shy. She's open. She's going to launch it there. That's number 15, Claire Driscoll, the senior forward. Both teams looking to play fast. I mean, actually, BG is the team that is looking to play a little slower right now because they don't really have an answer for this zone.
Yeah, in the half court, they're being much more deliberate right now. Bedford is not wasting much time on the offensive end getting shots up.
That could have been a travel. Yep, they're just...
Stevenson with a steal.
It could have been 2 carries up the court right there, but they did not get the call. Back to Allie Morgan, who's running a very good point for the Bulldogs. BG's in a man-to-man defense. A little bit of a reach there by Addie Smith. She got away with that one. Good defense there. That's even a better runner right there by number 13, Sadie MacGyver, with her first hoop of the game.
She scored that one with the left from the baseline. Got a nice roll on that.
Caroline Hoffer with the drive. No good. Foreman up, and the foul. That's going to be Alexa Dyer, 21 with the foul. BG just a little more athletic right there, a little more tenacious on the offensive glass. Both teams are doing a great job on the offensive boards tonight.
Aaliyah Foreman was the one who snagged that one for BG.
So Foreman shooting 2 with 5:40 here to go in the second quarter. Bedford leads. That's going to be an air ball. She's going to hear about it from the crowd right now. So a little interesting. We talked about the new Corey, the new athletic director here at Bedford High School, with his little stamp on. Over time, we're going to see more and more of his personality, which everybody's just gushing about how well he's doing so far. But the crowd, the student section that they're shooting into is for the first half. For the boys, the opposing team shot into that for the second half. That's going to be on the line. A turnover there by Sadie MacGyver. Could have been a push, but Gary Walsh went with a no call. And Foreman checks out, and Bree Wilcox checks in.
Yeah, to your point there, Chris. Foreman was shooting free throws in front of the Bedford student section and missed both.
Missed both, and I think
an
it
air
had
ball in the first one.
Yeah, I think it had a big impact on the Winnicott team in that game on Friday night, on the Winnicott boys team. So interesting to see if Sue Thomas maybe switches that, but she likes that bench. She's used that bench forever. She tries to kick it off for her. Addie Smith for 3. That's a heavy shot. Alexa Dyer with a nice job on the board. Kicks it out. Morgan always having her head up. Stevenson, no good. Good box out there. The smaller Wilcox boxing out Jonas. Carney's been quiet for BG after an opening 3. A lot of it has to do with the zone. Nowhere to go there. Wow. That's a tough. They let one go down here and they called it down there on Jonas, but that is going to be 1-1 right now for BG.
Yeah, tough call there on Jonas, but she was moving laterally a little bit and got a little contact with her hip.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Yeah, the contact was there. You know, we never want to get beat on the baseline. So Mia Roy is going to be checking in here, along with Claire Driscoll, 2 seniors, coming in for Dyer and Stevenson.
I'd like to see Bedford with a little more patience on offense. You know, they are getting some open jumpers with their first look, but, you know, they haven't really worked the ball around much at all.
Make BG work a little bit on defense. Half. Yeah, you're right. They're coming down as soon as they get an open shot, and everybody's launching it. No one's shy to shoot. Carney's just all over Morgan. Addie Stevenson's on Kendra Barnard. Mia Roy, she likes the left or the right from that spot. Another turnover there by Munchmore. Munchmore caused the turnover. Turnover by Mia Roy. There's Carney. She's open. She'll take that 3. She missed it, though. It gets wedged in there. I think they're going to need a ball. I don't think Gary Walsh is getting up to jump that and take that down. 0 for 1.
Ball stuck between the backboard and the rim for our listeners on
yeah.
WBNH 105.1.
That ball's real. Oh. Hope we're getting this on TV. We needed a player to do it.
Referee was using, looked like a mini ball, a dunk ball.
It wasn't heavy enough
to dislodge the game ball.
When you have that, it goes to a jump ball, and possession arrow went to Bedford. So now BG's in a 2-2-1 full court trap. Looks a bit of a token trap. They're just happy to show it and get out of it. Now they'll match up man to man. There's Barnard. You're right. Let's see if they listen to Andrew and take a little air out of the ball. But no, one pass, and they are just launching it. One thing they have been doing is they're getting back on defense. They gave BG a few runouts early on off of missed shots, but oh man, that's just a skip pass right to Mia Roy. And Mia Roy's an athlete. She'll step in and make that play all night long. Offensively, nothing going on. A little high pick and roll. Claire Driscoll. BG over the last 7 minutes has 2 points. 2 points, BG, over the last 7 minutes. So this game that was on fire, it was pace that they were looking like we were going to be in the 70s. Now we're looking like this game's back in the 30s, maybe the 40s, but it's 17-16. BG stuck on 16. Bedford's outscored BG 3-2 here in this first 4 minutes and 3 seconds of the second quarter.
Another mistake there on the offensive end by Bedford. A little miscommunication between Barnard and Morgan. Morgan started to cut, and Barnard passed it to where Morgan was, and the ball went into the backcourt for a backcourt violation.
So I don't know if we have official turnover stats, but each team is definitely in double digits turnovers.
Yeah, they've got to be up around 8 to 10 turnovers each.
Easy. And this 1-3-1, I don't know. I haven't seen Bedford play yet this year. First time I've seen them. I don't know if BG's seen it, but if BG has seen it, they're not prepared for this 1-3-1.
I haven't seen the 1-3-1 from Bedford in the 2 games that I've seen. So it's been effective as a surprise defensive formation. But both teams with an opportunity. If they just play smarter with the ball, they'd have a decent lead at this point.
Yeah, this is where Bedford is so long, and they're just creating so many problems. There's the skip pass. Ari O'Connell, it's up, and it's good. That's Ari O'Connell, the sophomore, checking in for the first time. Comes in and knocks down a 3, and BG takes a 19-17 lead. 3 minutes ago, pressed by Mia Roy, and Bedford they broke the press very easily that time. BG's in a man-to-man. Allie Morgan running the point for the Bulldogs. 2-guard action is Mia Roy. Her hands are kind of all over, but they're letting that go a little bit. There's a 5. Mia Roy turned the corner. Very good help defense by. And there's the foul by Hannah Munchmore. That's going to be her second. Allie Morgan will be stepping to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Bedford using some nice backdoor back picks there 3 different times. I thought maybe it was going to be a flex offense where they would add on the down screen, but Coach Thomas using a nice technique there to try and get an open look underneath. Didn't work, but nice cut there by Morgan to draw the foul.
So as Morgan missed the first free throw, here's the second one. But to your point, that was their first offensive set where they were patient.
Yeah, they
got
patient.
layups. If
they ran
patient,
a set,
they can get layups.
They got a good shot out of it.
So Allie Morgan makes the second. It's 19-18. BG leads. Caroline Hoffer struggling with possession right there. There's Erin Carney, Ari O'Connell, out to Carney. There's Hoffer for an open 3. Elects not to take it. Front rim and out. She went with the little ball fake. That's going to be possession arrow. On the tie-up, possession arrow goes to BG. It'll be BG ball out of bounds underneath.
Yeah, Hoffer stepped into that 17-foot jump shot. Looked good, but a little bit short. I saw her in pregame. She's got 3-point range. She decided to go for the mid-range jumper there.
Yeah,
she's off the mark.
She's a pure shooter. She's been out injured this year, but now that she's back, that's a quick jump ball call right there. And it's going to go possession arrow to Bedford. So I think that's one thing BG could do is if they make ball fakes like she did, it's going to wide open because Bedford is so quick to react to every single pass, and they're just doing a great job with this 1-3-1. There's Mia Roy inbounds. BG in a half-court trap this time. Allie Morgan, the skip to Claire. Mia Roy drives the baseline, kicks it out to Jonas. Air ball, no good. Rebound by Fields.
Bedford had everything there except the finish.
Ari O'Connell, Hoffer. She puts her head down, drives it. No call. Good no call on that one right there. Very good help by Barnard. There's Allie Morgan with her head up.
Another rebound there by Jonas for Bedford.
Oh, high-low game, straight man-to-man by BG. The most patience Bedford has shown all night. Allie Morgan, nowhere to go right there, but she got bailed out on the... Yep,
they got on a Hoffer.
Yeah, they're going to say 2 shots on that. Just a very confident, very poised player for a sophomore.
Yeah, she was... she didn't rush that drive, and she did a spin move into a double team and was able to draw the foul on Hoffer. Get the line with a chance to take the lead.
And the last 2 points for Bedford have come from Morgan on the line to tie the game at 19. So right now we're sitting on a 5-5 quarter.
Dyer checking in for Jonas there. Jonas had been doing a great job in the middle of that 1-3-1 zone. Let's see who takes over in that spot.
And there's the lead. Morgan makes the second of 2 to go up 20-19. Wilcox into Kearney. Looks like it's a 2-3 a little bit this time. They're still looking to trap out of it. Kearney might need to look to penetrate a little bit. That's a nice high-low for the big Liza Field. Just not strong with the ball at all. It's going to be another tie-up. That's our 6th tie-up of the game. Possession arrow goes to BG.
One of the signs of a good zone defense is if you're not exactly sure what it is. And Driscoll there was playing at the foul line. Kind of hard to tell exactly what formation Bedford was using. Another way to keep BG on its heels.
Another turnover. That's going to be off of, good hustle back. Mia Roy went to the hoop hard. The strip came in by Bree Wilcox. Going to be Bedford ball underneath right now. 20:19 to go here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV 23. 1:36 here to go in the half. Girls Division I basketball. Slapped away by BG, by Liza Field. That was the first good set BG's run in a while, but they missed the little 5-footer. Mia Roy picked up her dribble. A little backdoor cut by Alexa Dyer. The runner, no. Little outlet. Liza Field just seems very nervous with that ball when she has it. She's doing good things. She's getting the rebounds. Twice she's got rebounds. She's got to relax with the ball a little bit. But a lot of it has to do with Bedford's pressure.
Tried to connect with Aaliyah Foreman on that outlet, but threw it right to the BG bench.
There's Lizzie Stevenson back in. Erin Kearney all over her. Lizzie Stevenson knocked down that 3 early, then picked up her 2 fouls. Looks like this shot is up. No one's on Kendra. Alexa Dyer, another jump baller, 7th tie of the game. This one goes to Bedford.
Yeah, good heads-up play by Alexa Dyer there to go cross-court for the offensive rebound.
Yep, a lot of shots. I think Bedford is getting the better looks. They're getting the better shots. They're just not falling. Stolen again. Another tie-up, our 8th tie-up of the game. This one's going to BG. BG did a good job defending. Actually, Bedford ran a good set. They had the open player, but they didn't anticipate the player being open, and the pass was late. So 1 minute exactly here to go in the opening half. It's 20-19. Bedford, the hometown team, leads 20-19. Again, straight zone. Bedford's played nothing but zone, and they're looking to trap whenever they can. It's taken Erin Kearney, who's just the premier player in the state, just has no room. Another turnover. And it turned it over right back. I'm not sure about that one. That looked like it was a great steal by Mia Roy, and it was not off of BG. But this reminds me of the state championship game back in 2015, where it was just one turnover after another, and the shooting percentage was so low. Give credit to Coach Thomas and Coach Gibbs. Their defense, they worked on this. They're prepared. 25 seconds to go. Wilcox for 3. BG takes the 22-20 lead with 20 seconds to go. Coach Creek from BG took no timeouts here in the first half. Coach Thomas has taken 2. That could come into play late, but here we go. 12 seconds to go. BG's looking to trap. There's Mia Roy. Lizzie Stevenson picked up by Erin Kearney. The runner is up, and Kendra Barnard, nope. Ari O'Connell, and there's your first half. Ends 22-20. We had an 8-6 second quarter right there. So not the highest quality that the game started out with. Welcome back to Bedford High School Gymnasium. Girls Division I basketball at its finest here. Chris Cameron along with Andrew Hansen, BG, the 2-time defending champion, traveling to the undefeated Bedford Bulldogs. We got an interesting one. It's certainly intense, but it's 22-20 at the half. It's going to be Bedford's ball to start. Here we go. I mean, we summed it up before the half, but for any of our new listeners and viewers on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV, sum it up for us, Andrew.
Well, it's a sloppy first half with turnovers for Bedford. They've got to take care of the ball in transition. And then if I'm the BG coach, I'm telling my girls, take an open 3 when you get it. They're having a couple possessions with 12 or 14 passes and no shots. Can't have that.
All right, so it looks like BG comes out in a 1-3-1. There's Alexa Dyer knocks down a 3 to give Bedford the lead 23-22. And that's the spot that's open for BG. So let's see if, and Bedford's probably practiced against this 1-3-1 a lot because they were preparing for this game. There's another turnover by BG, picked up by Bedford, this 1-3-1, giving them fits, as you said, 23-22. So Alexa Dyer comes out of the locker room, knocking down a 3, showing some range. She struggled from the floor in the first half, but that's a big shot for her because she was nothing but the bottom of the net on that one.
Great way to start the half. She just stepped into it on that left wing, and then Bedford forces a turnover on defense. Got all the momentum to start.
Dyer again with her left hand to put Bedford up 25-22, their largest lead of the game.
Nice pass in the paint there by Driscoll.
You got to make them pay when you break that press. Hoffer to Carney. Looks like BG has not made many. There's Carney. Let's see if they got her open for 3, and that's going to be money. That's the adjustment that they got to make.
There it is.
To get her open.
After 5 or 6 passes, she was open. She's a great shooter. She's got to take that, and she did, and tied up the game at 25.
Yeah, Carney knocks it down 25-25. We've seen this. There's a foul. There's a reach-in foul. So good job by Allie Morgan, just showing her poise, just being a leader out there. That's what a point guard does. Breaking the trap, having her head up. She'll take the ball inbounds underneath. 25-25 here with 6:49 here to go in the third quarter. There's Morgan. Bedford runs some good screen action right there, but no one's open. There's Roy. Reach in. Roy's handle's a little bit shaky tonight. There's Morgan. Bedford's in a man-to-man here. Lizzie, oh, no backdoor help right there. Munchmore could have picked up a third. Great lob pass. Layup by Claire Driscoll is good.
Stevenson with that great lob entry pass.
Yeah, excellent pass. Carney seems like she's open with a ball fake. They could really move this defense. She's open again if they give it to her.
There it
She'll
is.
Step in. There's no. Oh wow! You don't see Carney missing too many of those.
Looked good. Just hit the front rim. Right on line.
Yeah, that was her best look of the night, and she just knocked down the one before that. So yeah, you said when you talk about entry passes from the wing, that was like textbook right there.
Perfect. She saw that there was no help on the weak side, like you said, and it made for an easy bucket.
Stevenson got bailed out there by the read. There was nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. So 27-25, Bedford ball. Allie Morgan takes it out into Mia Roy. They're going to go for the quick trap, and Roy saved by Morgan. This is going to be a layup for BG, but no, this is going to be off Bedford. Yep, there's the turnover. That when you keep pressing, it wears you out, wears you down sometimes. Bedford at times has done a great job breaking that press. They got to look to the flash cutter to the middle. So here's Carney taking the ball out of bounds underneath. Sometimes they look to throw the ball back to the inbounder, and she's open. Nope, they did a good job recovering. Munchmore with the skip pass to Caroline Hoffer. The head fake, she traveled. She is not having a good night. She's the leader. She came back from injury just playing on fire, but today she's just a little bit in a rush. So let's see if Mia Roy is going to inbound at this time. You got Lizzie Stevenson and Allie Morgan as the outlets.
Just like the first half, BG has really started aggressive in this press, and it's giving Bedford fits.
There's what they get it to the middle and break it. That's what they did. Great job. They are prepared. Great job by Coach Thomas and Coach Gibbs having their team prepared for this game. That's a lot of holding in that post right there. There's nowhere to go there. Oh, steal by Barnard. As Hoffer, nowhere as another. Oh no, they got a reach. That could have been another travel by Hoffer, but they got the reach there. I'm not sure who it's going to be on.
That's on Kendi Barnard.
So Barnard is getting the playing time for Claire Driscoll right now, and she earned her minutes. She had a great first half, and she's doing some good things out there for the Bulldogs.
1-3-1 zone here by Bedford in the half court.
That's the open look. That's the spot right there. Hoffer's going to come up short right there on that one. Rebound by Owens. Great job working. Allie Morgan goes for the steal. Nope. There's Munchmore for 3. Out. There's Erin Carney, the smallest player on the court, gets the rebound. Carney's open in the corner if they get it to her quickly. There's the skip to Hoffer. Bedford, their length, is just doing a great job. No one's playing her right there. If Munchmore steps in, she's open. Hoffer to Owens to Foreman. Nice drive right there. The lane just opened up. That was number 11.
Owens,
That
she
was
had
Owens.
6 points in the first quarter. Another bucket there, and she's been great in the front of this press.
Just very athletic. So here we are on Bedford 105.1 at BCTV. Girls Division I basketball tied up at 27 with 4:30 here to go in the third quarter. Chris Cameron here with Andrew Hansen. Another tie. Oh, that's a quick whistle and a quick tie up there. But it's going to be BG ball, 27-27, 4:25 here to go in the third quarter. Helter-skelter, that's what this game is. It's been helter-skelter. The team that settles down and relaxes is going to be the team that's going to go on a run, and you just need one run in a game like this. Carney to Hoffer. Looks like Bedford's changed that zone up a little bit. It's not so much a 1-3. This is a 2-3 look right here.
Yep. Good move by Coach Thomas, because BG was getting open three-point looks on the wings against the 1-3-1.
They're not even looking to the foul line. When they do, they can get layups. Kick it out. Carney for three. She's going to be front rim. She's come up short twice on her last two shots. I don't know if she's a little bit worn down, just not getting enough legs in that one right there. So BG looked to match man-to-man. 3:45 here to go in the third quarter. Girls Division I basketball, BG and Bedford on Bedford 105.1. Is that? Oh, look at that. There's going to be another foul on Lizzie Stevenson. She's frustrated right there.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row where she's had that little runner from only 4 or 5 feet out. I think if she'd used the glass there, she would have had a better chance of converting that.
Yeah, she's doing a good job getting to the baseline, but she just has to convert. So Bedford's going a little bit bigger. They got Dyer, Barnard, and Driscoll all down low. It's a big team right now. Hoffer, Munchmore with the skip to Carney. Carney's a confident kid. She's not going to worry about missing those last two shots. She'll step in and good steal by Roy. There's Morgan looking to run out right there. BG does a good job getting back. And she got the foul, where she's been good on the line tonight. Allie Morgan getting the steal, going coast to coast, gets the foul. So 27-27 here with 3:17 left to go in the third quarter.
Great athletic play by Morgan there to weave her way through the defense and get all the way to the rim and shoot a little righty flip spin from the left side. Almost went in.
First shot looks short, yeah. First shot's up short, no good. So Ava Owens will check out.
She just picked up her third.
She got her third. Okay, so Bree Wilcox, who's come in and played some good basketball, gave the Cardinals some good minutes. So BG trails 28-27. Bedford back up in front. 3:15 here to go here in the third quarter. 2-3 zone by Bedford. Munchmore. Addie Smith on the wing. She's shown that she does have range. They gave her the skip pass. She'll step into that one. And BG's got cold, ice cold. They're getting better looks in this third quarter than they did in the whole first half, but they're just not converting. Bedford, on the other hand, doesn't seem like they're getting the same looks that they had. This man-to-man defense has picked up intensity. They showed that 1-3-1 just once. There's Roy with the runner and good. And Andrew, you talked about that earlier. When they run their sets and are patient, they're getting layups.
That was a nice little cross pick with the guards in the paint. Morgan set up Roy, who finished.
Carney's open if she would step into that. She's a little bit hesitant now after missing those last two. There's Morgan with another steal. You got to fake a pass to make a pass. Roy, that's a great drop-down bounce pass by Morgan, but just not handled by Roy.
Just slipped off her extended hands.
Coach Creek, I think, is taking his first time out of the game, and he needs it. He needs it. He's got to make some adjustments here.
That was unfortunate. Roy was kind of transitioning right into a layup there and just barely went off her fingertips.
So to set the stage here on Bedford 105.1 at BCTV 23, you have Chris Cameron here with Andrew Hansen calling the game live. Girls Division I basketball. The two-time defending champion Bishop Guertin Cardinals traveling to the Bedford Bulldogs. 30-27 here with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was fun to see that last half-court set that Bedford ran, where they had the 3 big players on the perimeter, the 3 forwards, the 2 guards inside setting a pick for each other. Now, before the season started, we did an interview on Bedford 105.1 on Fox on Sports. Lauren Fox and I interviewed Coach Thomas, and she talked about how she had players with that versatility where the guards could play inside, the forwards could play outside and shoot from the perimeter. And that was the first time we'd seen it tonight, and it really worked well. You know, Morgan and Roy are smart players. They know how to work well with each other, and they did it there where Morgan set the pick for Roy to get that bucket, and now Bedford has that 3-point lead here, and they seem to have their ducks in a row, so to speak, on both ends of the court so far in this third quarter.
Yeah, so far it looks like Bedford is the team that's ready to break this game open a little bit, but they're only, one 3-pointer away from this game being tied up again right now. And it looks like it's going to be, they're looking to trap whatever they can with their length. Carney is, they're not even looking down low. Addie Smith with the skip pass, just one turnover after another. Great job by Barnard. There's Claire Driscoll to Allie Morgan, drives the baseline. Good help defense, kicks it out. Mia Roy picked up by Hoffer. To Claire Driscoll. Amanda Jonas is back in the game, driving the baseline. That's going to be a good step in defense. Carney in the run out. This is where she's at her best. Great job by Jonas getting back.
Bedford back in their 2-3 zone again.
Yeah, their length is creating problems. Skip pass to Carney, down to the baseline. Good job by Claire Driscoll. This defense is long and active, and they're playing with energy. It's kind of like the boys' game on Friday night. Sometimes when teams go into a zone, they relax and they lose their intensity. But Bedford seemed to pick up the intensity, and this team is very active in this zone defense. Much more. The skip to Carney. She's thinking about her shots now. To Hoffer, to Munchmore for 3. Long rebound by Hoffer. Offensive rebound again for the Cardinals. Kicks it out. They're trying to get set.
Just turning into a long defensive possession for Bedford. Let's see if they can keep their intensity.
A lot of skip passes in this. Bedford's doing a good job recovering. Carney's got an open 3. She's not even looking at the rim now. Addie backboard and in. Nope. Rebound by Allie Morgan. She's doing it all. 30 seconds to go here. Not a lot of fouls. There's Sadie MacGyver. Knocks it down to give Bedford the 32-27 lead with 25 seconds here to go in the third quarter.
I think that was actually Shapler on that bucket.
I'm sorry, it was Shapler. It was Karina Shapler.
About a 12-footer from the right side.
And Shapler not only gets the hoop, but she gets the steal. Allie Morgan, Barnard drives the baseline, the reach on Munchmore. That could be 4 on her, and there's the run we're looking for. What was our halftime score, Andrew?
It was 22-20 BG.
So BG's had a 5-point quarter right now.
So it's been 12-5 this quarter for Bedford.
12-5 quarter.
Oh, the gym went silent for that free throw.
That one, yeah.
But that was a big little sequence for Shapler with that jumper, then getting the steal. Now all of a sudden, Bedford up 6 with a chance to go up 7.
The first shot was up and good by Barnard. The second one is up, and it looks good too. All net, 34-27, 5 seconds to go. There's Carney. She gets the high pick and roll. Do they have a set play? Hoffer, brick, nothing going. Great defensive quarter by the Bulldogs. The hometown Bulldogs lead the visiting two-time defending champion Bishop Guertin Cardinals 34-27. We're going to go to Mike Robinson in a second with the stats when he's ready. So that was a 14-5 quarter in favor of the hometown Bulldogs.
That's right.
All right, so on the Bedford side, leading scorer is Alexa Dyer with 7. Barnard, those last 2 free throws, also with 7. 5 points for Driscoll, 4 each. Morgan and Roy. Stevens has 3. Shapler 2. And Sadie has 2. On the foul side, Bedford side, Lizzie Stevens picked up 1 in that quarter. She has 3. 2 for Jonas, 1 for Barnard, 1 for Dyer. Driscoll has a foul and Morgan has a foul. On the other side, BG, leading scorer is going to be Owens with 8, much more 3. Carney with 6, much more 3. Wilcox 5 points, Hoffer 2, O'Connell 2. And on the foul side, 2 players, much more with 3 and Foreman with 3 personal fouls. Hoffer with 2, Owens with 2, Wilcox with 1.
So from what I hear there, Mike, thank you very much for those stats. What I'm hearing right now is that's a lot of balanced scoring. There's nobody in double digits. You got 2 players from Bedford with 7. You got a BG player with 8, a BG player with 6. Just a lot of balance, and there's the run we're talking about. 34-27, 7 points in a game like this is a lot of points to make up if Bedford plays defense like that and doesn't turn the ball over. BG's man-to-man. Here's Mia Roy. Alexa Dyer back in the leading scorer with 7 points. There's Allie Morgan on the block, picked up by Erin Carney. Dyer gets the foul call. She's going to step to the line to extend this 7-point lead to 9. So number 21 senior captain Alexa Dyer steps in to shoot 2.
Bedford with that 7-point advantage, taking advantage of playing a much cleaner third quarter. BG did as well. There's a lot less miscues in that third quarter than we saw in the first half. And BG, they made an adjustment. They got a lot of open looks there in the third quarter, but they just couldn't hit from three-point range.
They couldn't hit anything, no. Bree Wilcox did a good job boxing out the shooter there. So Dyer misses 2. A chance to blow that lead up to 9. Misses 2 and picks up a foul. So let's see if BG makes any adjustments here against this 2-3. So Coach Thomas did a good job. Coach Creek adjusted to the 1-3-1 defense, got some good looks out of it. Coach Thomas goes to the 2-3, and I saw BG struggle mightily against LaSalle of Rhode Island's 2-3 zone. Bree Wilcox drives the baseline. And again, Field just holds that ball down low.
Great help by Roy. Get that steal.
She's just an athlete out there, right there. Picks up her dribble a little too quick. Back door by Morgan. Kicks it out to Dyer. Dyer knocks it down. She's got 9.
Nice rhythm jump shot there.
Yep.
Perfect pass right into her shooting pocket. She went up with confidence.
Oh, that's another turnover.
Morgan that time got her hand on it.
There's Roy pushing it. She's thinking out. That's the first time she's thought about a shot all night, and then she hesitated. And that's another foul.
Yeah, you're right. Driscoll took that 3, and she waited so long that probably felt a little bit foreign to her, and she ended up missing the rim.
As you said, a rhythm shot by Alexa Dyer before, and that Claire Driscoll just took herself right out of rhythm. BG's got to get the ball inside, play a little inside-out game, because this is not working for them. The skip to the skip. A little runner. That's great help defense right there. That's off of BG. White ball, 36-27. The home team Bulldogs lead. And they're going to set up the press. Here's Ari O'Connell who comes in. She gave sparing minutes in the first half, but she did knock down a 3 when she was in there. No one's flashing for Bedford right now. Mia Roy breaks it by herself. She kicks it out to Dyer. That's her spot. It looks money. That's the thing. When you break that press, you got to blow it open. And they did. This game is 38-27. It's a full timeout. The refs were not talking to each other right there.
Yeah, the coaches
knew it was a timeout. Everyone's on the court, but they were not aware of.
Players just wanted to keep playing.
So 38-27. And there's the run we're talking about. I don't know what you do if you're BG right now. Bedford's done everything. Bedford's done everything in the second half. They played an incredible second half. They're on an 18. Yep. So Dyer, who was the leading scorer after 3, knocked down. She opens up with a 3 and then a 2. She's got 12 points right now, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs, the senior captain, having a great game. The Cardinals are just out of sorts right now.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, if they can get into the paint against that zone, then that's what they should do. But they're struggling. I mean, that's just credit to Bedford. They've got three forwards in that 2-3 zone who are big and strong and long, and they're making it difficult on BG. And BG hasn't had many open looks in this half besides the 3-pointers. They just haven't been able to get it into the paint.
Yeah. They've gotten away with skip pass, but then eventually it gets picked off. I mean, so Bedford's being patient. So Lizzie Stevens just picked up her 4th foul. She's got 4. But as we said, there's a lot of depth on that Bedford Bulldog team. So she gave them some good minutes tonight, not just offensively, but also defensively. So Carney's out of the game right now, and you can see, you take a timeout, and then you throw the ball away. You could just see Coach Creek's frustration is kind of carrying over onto his team right now. And
yeah, Hoffer just trying to make a simple wing pass there, and she threw it into the stands.
Just an exchange. And now Claire Driscoll turns it over. You know, when you got an 11-point lead in a game like this, all you got to do is knock down your free throws, not turn the ball over, and this game is yours, and continue to play defense the way you've been playing it.
Yeah, unforced error there. Driscoll passing it to the corner, gives it right back to BG.
Hoffer to Ariel Connell. She's just another turnover.
Driscoll just closed on that, got her hand in the post.
These turnovers,
knocked it away.
Yeah, they're close to 20. They're close to 20 turnovers for BG. They've had a 5-point second half. No answer. Great job by the Bulldogs. Bedford's now matched up man-to-man. Mia Roy's got an open lane. No shot clock in New Hampshire basketball. Good help defense. Rebound by Bree Wilcox.
Still an 11-point edge for Bedford, 38-27. Just over 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Wilcox for three. Maybe that's what they needed. Now it's a three knocked down there by Bree Wilcox to make it 38-30.
And it sets up their press.
And it's going to be a turnover. Good call, Andrew. Oh, wow. Alexa Dyer makes the play. Amanda Jonas coming in for Claire Driscoll. Hannah Munchmer comes in. Let's see how long Erin Carney is going to be on the bench. And interesting that Aaliyah Foreman's also on the bench.
Yeah, Owens had gotten behind the defense there. Looked like she was going to get a layup, but what a great block by Dyer.
That would have been big momentum right there. There's Bree Wilcox open for three. Nope. To Owens. Munchmore. Bree Wilcox drives the baseline. Great help defense by as a tie-up. Possession arrow, BG. We got 4:41 here to go in Girls Division I basketball on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV 23. Girls Division I. The two-time defending champion Bishop Guertin Cardinals traveling to undefeated Bedford, with Bedford in control of this game late here in the fourth quarter. Caroline Hoffer, who can't get anything to drop all night. There's Wilcox. And possession arrow goes to Bedford.
Just a great hustle play by Morgan there.
She's doing everything tonight.
She actually fell on the ball in the paint.
On her back, yeah.
And was able to recover, and Bedford with the possession.
That's a bad spot right there from Roy. Oh, just missed the steal there, but oh, she's out of bounds. Now the turnovers are starting. I think Coach Thomas might need to think, well, she's down to 3 timeouts. Right now her team they were up by 11, total control, and they've had 3 straight turnovers without getting a shot off.
Yeah, this is a dangerous point. That last 3 cut it to 8, one more here cuts it to 5.
And Munchmore can knock down that 3. That's a set play for Hoffer. Little wheel route. Bree Wilcox was open. She drives, and the one. Wow, Bree Wilcox comes off the bench. She's been their best player tonight, if you ask me. So Bree Wilcox with the N1 situation make it 38-32. There's still a lot of time. This game all of a sudden took another turn. It looked like BG was dead in the water, had nothing going on. They knocked down the 3. Bree Wilcox knocks down the 2, and then here comes Erin Carney with a chance just to think about it here. Ariel Connell gave some good minutes. So it's 38-32 with 4 minutes here to go in the fourth quarter. Wilcox with a chance to cut this lead to 5. She's worried about her defense. They're just knocking down the free throw.
Yeah, Bedford just not as much energy in that zone the last couple of possessions. BG having a lot more ability to get where they want to go.
So there's a 6-0 run where this game is now 38-35. 6 straight points by Bree Wilcox. Number 23, the 5'8" sophomore who was the MVP of the holiday tournament for the Cardinals.
Yeah, big run there by BG to cut the lead to 5. And good timeout by Coach Thomas.
Yeah, she needed it. That's her first one of the second half. She still has 2 left. BG has 3 left. Possession arrow is in favor of the Cardinals. So have they cracked the zone for the first time? A little penetration. I mean, maybe that's what they got. I mean, they can't.
They did. You know, Bedford was just a lot more stationary those last couple of possessions. Not as much activity with their hands or their feet, and BG took advantage of it. Bedford also, with a couple turnovers, having trouble against the press again. So Coach Thomas is going to regroup the Bulldogs here. And let's see if they can break the press in the middle of the court and just be smart with the ball.
Yeah, so BG is out there with their starters, with the exception of Wilcox, is in there for Aaliyah Foreman. And Lizzie Stevenson is back in, and they have their starters out there. Oh, no, they don't. They have Morgan's out for the first time. Maybe they're just going to try to give her a
just a quick breather.
This is
Jonas is in.
This is problem for Mia Roy. There's nowhere to go. She's got to watch from behind, and there's that steal. She just had her head down. Barnard's going to chase Munchmore. Nice little power dribble. And the N1. Wow, this game is now 38-35. And what we talked about in the open was how do they handle the press? How do they handle the trap? And they handled it so well all game. Now they just kind of fall apart. They lost their momentum. 38-35. Munchmore gets the steal, goes the difference on a reverse layup. She's got a chance for the second straight old-fashioned three-point play. 38-35, the Cardinals trail.
A tough play there. Barnard wishes she could have had that one back.
Munchmore, no. So she misses. Jump ball, possession arrow. BG, Barnard did a good job boxing out, but she held the ball down by her waist.
That's just one thing after another right now.
Yeah,
BG making all the plays on both ends of the court.
I don't think they could have Morgan on the bench too long. You're going to see Claire Driscoll coming in the game soon, too.
Now Roy got a hand on that one.
Yep. She's going, oh, steal by Carney. Kicked out by Dyer. Lizzie Stevenson. Mia Roy wide open for three, but chooses not to take it. Good patient play. Settle her team down right there. Backdoor cut by Mia Roy. Great job. She'll jump that down low to Jonas. Two-pointer. Box out. No, there's Munchmore. She pushes to Carney. If Carney looks, turns and faces. No. Carney, Coffer, and a Munchmore to tie the game. It's up, and it's good. It's 38-38. Here comes Morgan, too. We knew we'd see her soon. They couldn't wait that long. Block foul. That's the 15th foul. So BG is on an 11-0 run. All the fans that are braving the snowstorm here in Bedford are treated to another good one here.
Yeah, Coach Creek even gave the fist pump after that three, tied it up at 38.
You could just see Munchmore was wide open, and she's got a confident stroke right now. They scored their last, they scored 3 threes and an old-fashioned.
The breakaway layup as well.
Layup, yep. So it's 38-38, 2:47 to go. Yep. So Owens for BG's got 4 fouls. Stevenson for Bedford has 4 fouls. Allie Morgan trying to post up Erin Carney. Wow, the 2 point guards posting it up. 40-38, Morgan with the fadeaway jumper. There's Bree Wilcox, she's got an open lane. And one, wow. All the energy in this building is on the court. They're wearing green, or they're wearing their gray uniform, their road gray tonight. But it's 40-40, 2:27, all that energy. Bedford was the more athletic, the more quicker to the ball type team. All the loose balls are now going to BG. And
yeah, they got their second wind.
Another front. They missed 2. Their last 2 free throws they missed. There's Mia Roy. Who are they going to look to go to? Because Alexa Dyer had the hot hand earlier for the Bulldogs. Erin Carney D'ing up Allie Morgan. Those two know each other very well from the EAU scene. 2 of the other point guards in the state. That could be a 5 count right there. They got to be careful.
Bedford doing a much better job of running their half-court offense here.
Dyer, that's her spot. That's been her spot. Knocks down the 14-footer. The Bulldogs take a 42-40 lead. 1:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Carney. There's Alexa Dyer came over. Good help, just a little bit late. Cardinals have missed their last 2 free throws, have a chance to tie it up on the line. 42-40. Bedford leads. 1:44 to go. Possession arrow in favor of the Cardinals. 2 timeouts left for Coach Thomas and the Bulldogs. I
think that's the 3rd foul on Dyer.
The foul. So Owens knocks down the first of 2 free throws to make it 42-41. 18 fouls and possession arrow for Bedford. 5 team fouls. Second free throw is long. Rebound by Carney. Oh,
nobody
wow.
boxed her out.
Nope.
Long rebound.
They called a double touch right there.
Yeah, you're right. Dyer got a hand on it, then it deflected off of BG.
Oh, that's a tough spot to inbound the ball right there. So Roy and Morgan That's not where you want to catch that. You got to be careful. Oh, good job by Morgan coming to it. Let's see if they go fast. Nope. Claire Driscoll pulls it out. 1:30 to go. Bulldogs have a 1-point lead. No need to foul. No need to rush if you're Bedford. You got the possession arrow in your favor. No shot clock. Driscoll, backboard and in. Bulldogs lead 44-41.
Once again, patience has its virtues. Bedford got the shot they wanted.
They're doing a good job on the block.
Driscoll delivered in the paint.
Mia Roy's just been all over those steals left and right tonight. She's been great. Wow. They're a 5-point lead. Timeout. 46-41. That's a 4-0 run right there. That's a great answer by the home team right there. They had no answers right there. They bounced back and just converted with 2 big hoops right there.
Back-to-back buckets by Claire Driscoll in the paint. You know, she had taken a breather there a few minutes back, and Coach Thomas got her in for the stretch run, and it was a great move. You know, those were 7 or 8 footers in the paint, and that's exactly what Bedford needed.
Yeah, Bedford's size has been a big part of this game. But Alexa Dyer, that's her 14th point, playing some good defense and knocking down that money shot right there. That's her spot. I mean, they're finding her right there. She seems like a pure shooter from the baseline, the senior captain.
Yeah, you're right. After that 40-40 tie, Dyer hit that long corner jump shot before Driscoll made those back-to-back buckets.
So the home team, Bulldogs, are on a 6-1 run here over the last about just over 1 minute and 30 seconds to go.
Last couple minutes, Morgan and Roy have been a menace on defense, and they've done a great job of running the offense for Bedford. And, you know, they haven't had to shoot with the lead here, and they're only taking good shots. So great decision-making late by the Bedford backcourt.
So Bedford has done nothing but the 2-3 or the 1-3-1 zone. So let's see if they show a little token pressure. No, they're just going to be happy to drop right back. BG's gonna look to get that first good shot. They don't need a 3, but most of their shots have been from 3-point land. So it's a straight 2-3 zone. Let's see if they run any kind of set right here.
A lot of activity now by Bedford up front in this zone.
Bree Wilcox skipped to Carney, who's open. Blocked by Stevenson. Stevenson with the 4 fouls makes the big play. 35 seconds to go. Hometown Cardinals 46-41.
Yeah, Hoffer was open in the corner for 3. Looked like she was going to get off a clean look, and Stevenson just came out of nowhere to get that block.
Another timeout for BG. They got to go for a quick trap. They don't get the trap. They just got a foul.
That's right. We've got 6 team fouls on BG, so the next one will send Bedford to the line. So with 35 seconds, you're right. They got to go for the quick steal, and if they don't get it, they're going to have to play the foul game.
Yeah, and they're going to have to try to get turnovers into points. You know, they came prepared. They had that one little lull where maybe they got complacent. They were up 38-27 with 6 minutes to go, and they started turning it over. Other than that, they played a very complete game.
Yeah, much better second half. Right, and other than that little 11-0 blip, if they'd like to forget,
11-0, yeah, it was
they've got their
run.
energy back now. And the 5-point lead. Dyer inbounds it to Roy.
That's the one you want to foul. Who's it going to be off of? Neither ref was in a good position to make that call, but it was off of BG. BG again with 28 seconds to go. Bedford's just all they got to do is take care of the ball and knock down free throws. And you want to foul. Yep, there's the foul. So now it's going to be 1-1 right now. Addie Stevenson will be shooting 1-1 with 25 seconds here to go in the game.
Bedford student section standing in support of Stevenson, but quieting now.
First shot is up and out. Wow,
that got all of the rim and then some.
Wow, that
squirted out
like
though.
It was down twice. So BG still alive. Carney, who's their leading 3-point shooter, is going to have to look to launch one quickly here. They don't have much time.
Risky pass into the paint that works.
Quick timeout by BG. Coach Creek, 46, has to lay up by Hoffer. The lefty layup is good. 46-43, 13 seconds to go. Bedford ball out of bounds underneath. They do have 2 timeouts. The possession hour also favors them. So this game is down to maybe 3 possessions total. BG needs 2 of those 3 to go their way, and they got to hope that either they don't get the quick steal. They got to hope that Bedford misses the free throw and come down and get a 3. That's what it comes down to. They're out of timeout, so right now they got to set up a defensive set and possibly a 3-point play.
Yeah, and that's the formula. Bedford just missed the front end of a 1-on-1, and with 17 fouls, Bedford will be shooting 1-and-1 again on the next foul. BG with 13 seconds.
This is where you got to get that press even more aggressive. Let them kind of go over the top here. And it looks like they are. It looks like they're down. They're almost in a man-to-man press right now.
Yep, picking up man-to-man.
Just got to watch that 5 count.
And a quick trap in the corner.
You got to be careful. Oh, wow. I think the referee bailed BG out right there because there wasn't much of a foul, but you want a foul called on that because they did a good job on the trap. So this is Allie Morgan, the sophomore. That's going to be 5 fouls on Owens. She played a very solid game tonight.
Yeah, if anything, Morgan created the contact there by just on her passing motion. But Owens was in an aggressive stance, and Bedford gets the benefit of the call.
So she's got to knock down 1. You knock down 1 of these, this game is looking good for you. It's up, and it's all net. The sophomore steps to the line with confidence.
Great stroke there under pressure.
Second shot is up, and it's good. 48-43, inbound to Munchmore. There's Hoffer. They got to launch a quick 3. Its shot is up, and it is all over. 2 seconds to go. And Bedford's going to escape with a 48-43 win, revenging last year's state championship game. But I have a feeling these 2 teams, these 2 great teams, are going to see each other again in March at Southern New Hampshire. So we're going to go to Mike right now with the final stats. But Andrew, once again, pleasure working with you. To remind everybody, on Friday night we got boys Division I basketball, rematch of the Division I championship, Portsmouth and Bedford. And on Saturday night we got undefeated Pinkerton ice hockey team playing against the Bedford Bulldogs, the 2-time defending champions. Mike, take it away.
Yeah, leading scorer for Bedford, Alexa Dyer, 14, followed by Claire Driscoll with 9, Allie Morgan with 8, Mia Roy 4 total, Lizzie Stevens with 3, Kendi Barnard with 7, Shepler with 2, Sadie with 2. On the BG side, leading scorer for BG, Bree Wilcox with 12, followed by Owens with 9, much more with 8. 6 from Kearney, 4 from Hoffer, 3 from O'Connell. And that wraps it up for the stats.
A lot of balanced scoring. Player of the game would have to go to Alexa Dyer, with certain consideration from Allie Morgan.
Yeah, offensively, Dyer had 14, a bunch of big jump shots in the second half. And Morgan only had 8, but none bigger than those 2 free throws to seal the game. I mean, Bedford was only up 3. You know, they were up 46-43. If she misses those free throws, BG has a chance to come down and tie.
Yeah, but what a great entertaining game here on Bedford 105.1 and BCTV 23. Remind everybody again, Friday night on 119, 7 o'clock boys basketball versus Portsmouth, a rematch of the Division I championship, and also ice hockey on Saturday night, January 20th, will be undefeated Pinkerton versus the Bedford Bulldogs.
Bedford's next game for the girls is next Tuesday, and we'll see if Allie Fillion is back in the lineup. But what an encouraging night for the Bedford Bulldogs to get that win without Fillion against.
Yeah, because she's a top player in the state. But
against this great rival, BG.
Tonight, where these 2 teams are right now, the better team won tonight. The better team was Bedford. They deserved to win, and it was a pleasure. Look forward to seeing them again. But these 2 teams, you never know. Especially with BG having the 4 losses now, these teams maybe could potentially meet in the semifinals and not the finals. But these 2 teams will meet in a meaningful game, whether it's the semis or the finals.
You'd certainly think so.
Yep. All right. Pleasure working with you. For Chris Cameron, for Andrew Hansen, I'm Chris Cameron. We'll see you soon.